Have you ever seen people with a lot of money, but end of the day they are sick, they have some kind of a medical issue, and they end up having to spend all the money to buy back their health later? So if I really value success, what comes first is not success. These are some of my values in the past. Okay, so in the past, my number one value is more on my success. Generally speaking, career, right? Making money, how good you are doing in the stuff that you're doing. I'm not going to bore you guys with all my top 10 value, okay? But I'm just going to point out some examples of like top 3, top 5, just to show you a point. So success was one, and then probably the next one was more like fun, right? Because I like to have fun. I'm adventurous, okay? So I like to have fun, freedom, those kind of stuff, right? And then next, probably relationship. Then after that, number 4, probably spirituality, right? Spirituality, when I mean spirituality, what I mean is like, I'm not talking about religion, right? People can be connected to God, but religion and spirituality is a very different thing, okay? So spiritual, which is, for me, is my relationship with God. And then number 5 is, say, my health, right? Health is always like the last thing. So what's going to happen is this, because success is you see, all values are not created equal. It depends on what you're prioritizing. Now, if number 1 is success, what's going to happen is this, because it's number 1 is success when I'm given a choice, 2 choices. When I'm given a choice to decide, am I going to do work or am I going to rest? Okay, and in success number 1, I'm going to pick success. So I'm going to compromise my health for success. And if given a choice of fun versus health, what will I choose? Because fun is number 2, right? Is higher than health. So if given a choice of, hey, tomorrow, we're going to have a long day, am I going to rest in, sleep early, or am I going to go out and have party and drink? Obviously, it's going to be what? Hey, drinking, because fun comes first, then health. So when you have different prioritization, what's going to happen is that eventually you'll be given choices in life where you have to choose between 2. That's how you know which is more important. And what really happened is this: if I really truly value success, if I truly value fun, I want to put them at a lower part, at a lower prioritization, because which is more important, which will give me the waterfall effect. That means that by doing that one thing first, that means by doing this one thing, I will have every one of this. Does this look right? If I have success, means I have fun, means I have relationship, means I have connection with God, means I have health. If I have a lot of money, does it mean that I have more fun? Maybe. Okay, maybe for that, yes. In this scenario, yes. But if I have a lot of money, doesn't mean I have good relationship. Probably not, because I'll be sacrificing relationship time to work. This is the reason why there are a lot of people who are multi-millionaires, but at the end of the day, they had nobody who they can love. Right? Their children, their family, all over the place. Their kids are rebellious. Things like that happen, right? Because they prioritize something that will not give them relationship. So eventually they don't have this. Will they feel connected to God? Likely not. And if you're always compromising your health for the sake of success, by the time you have a lot of money, have you ever seen people with a lot of money, but at the end of the day, they are sick, they are tired, they are worn out, right? They have some kind of a medical issue, and they end up having to spend all the money to buy back their health later. So they don't have health. Can you see that? So if I really value success, what comes first is not success. I have to kind of realign my value a bit and change it up. So my realignment of value is this, okay? Now is God, and then I have health. Now this is what I want, okay? I am still learning to realign this. The reason why I say this is because spirituality to me is keeping your soul happy. Now if your soul is not happy, how many of you know that like today with all medical science and research, there are already a lot of proof that your mental health, your emotional health, when I talk about soul, I'm talking about like spirituality, soul, I'm talking about like your mind, body, spirit, okay, as one. Because you cannot separate your mind and your body and your emotion. They're all one. So if today you are constantly stressed, constantly not happy, you don't have a purpose, it is proven that today when people are stressed, people are depressed, they don't have a purpose in life, they get sick, right? Diseases actually manifest when they are not happy. I'm going to give you an example. My dad doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, lives a pretty healthy lifestyle, but had lung cancer and passed away pretty early. I mean, he passed away at about 65 or 66. Okay, a couple of years ago. And the thing is this, what we suspect was likely like he's healthy, by the way. He's really healthy. He don't even have like high blood pressure at 65. Okay. Normally when people at 60 plus will at least have some kind of diabetes and high blood pressure and like think all kinds of at least minor disease. He doesn't even have any of that. Doesn't even smoke, but he got lung cancer. And what we really suspect was this, because my mom passed away from cancer about 4 years before my dad passed. And ever since my mom passed, because I was the only child, there was really nothing left for my dad. My dad was retired, so he had no purpose in terms of like career. His son, me, I've grown up. I don't have a good relationship with him ever since young, so I'm not like entirely there for him all the time. And my mom is gone, and he doesn't have a lot of friends. So he literally had no friends, and somehow I don't know why most of his friends also passed away quite early. So most of his friends either dead, okay, or he doesn't have friends, and doesn't have work, no purpose, and relationship with his son, which is me, not very good, because we in short we grew up with a lot of issues, so our relationship hasn't been good since young. And then now the love of his life is gone. He was depressed. Honestly, he was depressed every day, and I think one of the hardest thing for me was like I don't know what to do for my dad. So what happened was this: eventually he started to fall sick, and it was like almost an immediate thing. He started to fall sick, and then he developed some kind of disease, which is found out to be lung cancer, and then he passed. And then he passed on within like 6 or 7 weeks of getting diagnosed. So it was very, very sudden. And what I believe is because there's likelihood of him not having a purpose, being depressed, not knowing what to do, and that developed into something. Does it make sense? There are a lot of examples of situations like this, where if our internal is we're not happy, right? Then our fruits, which is external, right? Health is an example of external, right? You will not manifest, right? You manifest something that you manifest disease and sickness. So I believe that if I will keep my soul happy, technically speaking, right, I will have more motivation to work out. I have more motivation to keep myself healthy. And generally, if I'm happier, people who are happy live longer, right? That's all I can say, right? And then when I have health, can I have better relationship? What do you guys think? Right? Like sometimes Zoe and I, what's hard for us is really not time spent with her, or not enough time spent with her. But when I spend time with Zoe and I'm not present, right? How many of you understand what I'm talking about, right? You could spend time with someone and you're not present, right? They're talking to you and then you're not there. You're thinking about something else, or you're just tired, worn out. And that happens because sometimes I'm just overworked, or I'm tired, or I am just drained, right? And when you are drained, you cannot give your all for your relationship because you're not present. You're not even present at all. Right? If we have a party and I'm just tired, I'm just sitting there tired, right? Then there's no life. There's no life to the social event. There's no life to the relationship, right? And when I mean relationship, is also not just relationship in terms of like loved ones, but like relationship in terms of like sideway friendship. So the health will actually give me relationship, technically speaking, right? Because the health will give me by focusing on my health, I have more energy. I have more energy. I can give my all when I spend time with Zoe. I can be more present when I spend time with Zoe. I can be more focused when I spend time with Zoe. True. And then 4 comes success, right? Because naturally, when I have better relationship with people, does it give me more success? Yeah, you get things that you generally get things done easier when you have good relationship with people, right? Because at the end of the day, whether you run a company or whatever you do, it's still a people business, right? Whether you're hiring people, it's relationship upwards, sideward, downwards. Upwards meaning that what? I have to build relationship with people that I want to become, right? I have to spend time with mentors and coaches and generally people that I want to aspire to be. And if I have good relationship with them, how many of you here knows that if you have, give you an example, if you know 10, you constantly hang out with 10 multimillionaires, you are going to be multimillionaire, right? Because if you constantly hang out with 10 multimillionaires, these 10 multimillionaires are going to give you some opportunity someday. That's why the rich get richer. They always hang out with each other. Sideway as well, right? People, your peers, and of course downwards, right? Which is relationship with people that you are. Okay, when I say below you, I don't mean below you in a way. I believe in servant leadership. That means people that you're lifting up. Okay, your employees, the people working under you. So with better relationship, naturally it gives you better success. True? Yeah, success is actually a lot easier. And then lastly, with all this in place, when I have my soul is happy, my health is good, I can focus, and my relationship is fun. Okay, I have money, Then can I have fun? Does fun come naturally? Yeah, because now I can be focused and present. See, it's one thing to go to a theme park tired and sick versus going to a theme park when you're healthy and you can focus and you can be present and you can really enjoy the ride. True? Then being, let's say, right, don't have health, then being obese, you can't even sit on the ride. So what I mean is this: by doing one thing right, it makes everything else easier. It becomes a domino effect. Got it? Becomes a domino effect. Yeah. So this is my personal. Now, your personal could be different, right? Your values could be different. I'm not saying you have to follow my example here, but this is just my learning over the last few years, and that's the reason why today I take care of my health more, right? That's the reason why after a long 4 days of speaking back to back, I was tired, I was really drained, but this morning, my alarm rang, 7 a.m. I still woke up because I told my friend, we're going to go to gym. We're going to work out, right? I've been gymming for the last 1 month. This is one of the few times that I'm very consistent with gymming. Okay. And I think what's the main thing is not just going to the gym, but like, I was just surprised that I was willing to wake up at 7 a.m. because now I feel that like, I'm starting to prioritize my health even more and more so, right? That's why I don't go out to drink. Of course, now we cannot go and drink in the first place because everywhere is locked down, right? There's no club open, but you get my point, right? I don't go drink anymore. Even at home, I don't drink anymore. I used to drink 1 alcohol every single day, but now I don't even drink. Okay, and I take a ton of supplements. You come to my house before, you know that I have like a whole shelf of like supplements. It's almost like I'm selling supplements at home because I want to be there, right? I want to be there for my wife. You know, I want to be there when the kid is here. Right? I don't want to be an absent dad like my dad, right? Emotionally absent, mentally absent, right? Physically absent also because he's not at home, right? I want to be there, right? So once I prioritize, then I prioritize what's first thing first. Everything else becomes easier. What I'm saying is that even though over the weekend I was burnt out, I was tired, but you know, thank God that like during this period I was still listening. I was still tuning in to messages, to sermons. On Friday night, I still went to care group. So care group is like, you know, gathering of people from church. You know, we gather online now. We cannot gather a physical location, right? And that really helped me because we happened to be talking about something that applied to me. It's a personal issue, but I was going through something. Something spoke to me and helped me to become better over Saturday and Sunday. Because I remember Friday I was very low, and then Saturday, Sunday I did better. Yesterday, I think when I did my training, I was better, even though I was tired. Okay, so and then I was prioritizing my health over the last 1 month. I was working out and all that. So even though I was tired, I was still able to find that energy to push through the 3 days. Right? So that's the prioritization of your values. So you may want to do this exercise to yourself, right? Go and write down and draw down what is your top 5 priority right now, or top 5 values in your life that you value most now, and then see the order of ranking. Okay, ask yourself what's the order ranking. Be honest with yourself, and then after that, ask yourself what you want to be. You see, there's a big difference, right? It used to be success, fun, relationship, spiritual, then health. Now it's the other way around. You may have to rearrange something.